All right. So what is your name? How old are you and where are you from?
Louis Jerome. I am 46 years old and I live in Huntley, Illinois.
All right. So Louis, what were you doing before you found my program?
Um, a lot of bad stuff as far as habits. Wasn't eating well, wasn't really exercising. I would try to do some exercising, but again, I didn't really have a whole lot of motivation to kind of push me because I didn't have an outlined program
Yeah.
for myself. And my nutrition still stayed the same, eating out, um, you know, probably 3 or 4 times a week during the week as far as work goes. And then if you got tired, hey, let's just go out real quick, take the family out to dinner.
Right. Um, so what would you say have been the biggest benefits of the program then since you started doing it? Tell me about your experience with the workouts. How did you change up your nutrition and what's really been working for you?
it, the overall experience, I mean, what I've gained is just confidence and just feeling better about myself. I mean, that's just the overall feeling I got from this whole thing. The workouts were detailed, and the app that you provide, and the structure, and how you would change it up every couple of weeks, so you wouldn't get too bored with the workouts. Worked out very well for me because it gave me an opportunity to kind of do some things that are fresh, work on some other muscles that I hadn't really ever worked out before.
Yeah.
So, after the on-site soreness and working through it, that actually I started to feel better after like week one, just
Mhm.
with the workouts, and then moving on with the immediacy of the new nutrition menu that you had put out for us. That totally helped me out as well too, because along with your app for working out and the nutrition guidelines that you were providing me and using the MyFitnessPal, I didn't really pay attention to any of that stuff to know how much garbage was going in and why I was feeling so sluggish and why I was almost at 188, 190 pounds.
Right.
So by following those particular, the two apps that you provided and the nutrition plan along with the workout regime, it just started to really all come together and make me feel better. And, I build up that confidence.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times with that, like when people aren't really aware of what they snack on throughout the day and just mindlessly eat. And I think that that's helpful when you have like a food log and you're tracking things. It really does help to make you aware of some of the stuff that you're eating on a daily basis that you may not otherwise be aware of. And then over time, it just becomes less it becomes more of like habit and routine and less of something that you even have to think about where you're having to count your calories every day and do
Right.
that type of thing.
You develop a mental discipline with regards to it, not only with doing the workouts, but I work in an office where there are a lot of women and they like to bring, especially this time of year, a lot of goodies.
Yeah.
And, at first it was very hard to resist that temptation, but, looking in the mirror, seeing how I feel, looking at the scale, knowing how much I weigh, I look at it, I'm like, I can easily walk past it and not worry about, oh man, I wish I had that cookie.
Yeah, definitely. um Not a lot of people know what online coaching is or how it works. Did you have any hesitation before you started the program with hiring an online coach or trying an online program? Had you had tried anything like an online program like P90X or anything before this or?
I've done the P90X and the Insanity with a group of other individuals. We've done the DVDs. But again, it was to me because I didn't have really a whole lot put in there as far as like, this is what I'm determining. This is what I want to drive for. This is what I didn't really see after weeks of, doing it, like really any change. And I think that also had to do hand in hand with the nutritional balance that I wasn't doing.
Hmm. Yeah. Are there any specific accomplishments that you've been able to achieve that you're particularly proud of? I mean, you dropped 20 pounds, which is amazing. Do you feel like you have more energy or focus? Have you been able to like fit into any old pair of jeans or shirts
Yeah,
too big or
actually,
anything like
a
that?
lot of my old clothes and then the current clothes, the belt notches just really cinched to the point where my wife's like, "We got to go buy you new clothes." So, because I was wearing an extra large for a long time, and now those look really floaty and baggy on me. So, uh, you know, I, I do feel a heck of a lot better than it was. I don't feel sluggish. Every once in a while, when I do feel maybe like a 2 o'clock crash coming through, he provided some great suggestions on some things that I could do to, keep going along and not worry about, too much calorie intake or kind of falling off the wagon with, eating
Mm.
something junky.
Yeah, good. Um, So I guess what would you say to anybody who is waiting to pull the trigger, or they may not be sure that this is the program for them?
Honestly, you know what? I would say, what are you waiting for? The time is now. If you're tired of looking in the mirror, if you're tired of doing the little photo tricks with sticking your neck out so you don't show the double chin and sucking your gut in for a picture, you know what? It's time to feel better about yourself. You not only will, lose weight, you'll feel confident, you'll start eating better, which has a lot more healthier benefits for you. And it's something that even after the program, you can maintain throughout the rest of your life, because technically it's a lifestyle change. And once your mindset is focused on the lifestyle change, you just got to keep it up that way.
Yep. All right, that's it. That's great, man. Lewis, thanks so much for coming on and doing this, taking some time out, sharing your story. Congratulations on all your results and your success. And yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot, Brian. You did a great job, and definitely recommend. And I just wish you a lot more luck with your program and getting a lot more customers.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
All right, see ya.